This course is presented to you free of charge by TTJ Tech Services of www.ttjtech.biz and by Stir It Up of www.stiritup.com. And remember, stir is spelled with a U, not an I, so that's STURITUP.com. TTJ Tech Services and Stir It Up are pleased to offer this course to you, to the glory of God and to the benefit of all those who listen. Okay, praise God. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Folks, it is Voiceover In and Out session number 18 today, whether you're joining us live or listening back online later. Trainer Matt here coming at you, and we are excited to welcome you to our session on Safari. Now, yesterday and the session prior to that, we did our app bonanza. We actually have another part of that next week that we're going to continue exploring more apps, but we're going to explore one specific app today, Safari. This, for a lot of people, is the rub. This is where people find that maybe they, struggle a bit and they say, well, I just don't know, but look, this is a very powerful, very accessible app. There are some variables, right? Because you're using Safari to do what? What is Safari? Safari is a web browser. So that means you're using Safari to surf the web. You're going to be on different websites. And some of those websites are coded better than others. Some of those websites might give you some trouble, and that's no fault of Safari. It's just the way the website is coded. There are some things you can do to try to overcome that and work around it. But every once in a while, you may run into one that's a bit challenging. But for the most part, that's not going to be the case. That's typically the exception and not the rule. For the most part, it's going to be a very good, very positive experience. We're going to show you around a little bit. I've not done any prep work to my Safari web browser in the sense that whatever tabs I had open before I started teaching today are the ones you're going to see when I demonstrate it in a few minutes. We'll close things if we need to. We'll reopen, When you first open Safari, if you've never used it before, you will be most likely taken to the Apple custom start page, which is actually very customizable. You can show and hide different features of that page. It's a combination of favorites and visited websites and shared with you. Remember, we learned about shared with you yesterday in the news app and so on. And so it's going to be very similar to that in that regard. Websites that people share, and there's a lot of other stuff on this custom start page. Most people are not going to spend too much time there because they're going to want to go to a specific website that they may be needing to visit, and so you can you can enter a specific web address, or you can do searches with a search engine and so on, and we're going to show you all that and more today. Give me a moment to get things configured here, and we'll be on our way.
Done. Button. Speech
Okay,
off.
here we go. Now, got my iPhone right here.
2:09 p.m.
And we'll go to the home screen.
Doc. Messages. 3 unread messages.
All right. I'll check those later.
Safari. Double tap to open.
There's Safari. Let's double tap it.
Safari. Skip to content. Visited. In page link.
Now, one thing that Safari does, as I mentioned, if this is your first time ever opening it, it will take you to this custom Apple start page. And when you close all of your tabs, that's what you'll be left with, is the custom Apple start page. You can also set a particular home page to open up when you open a new tab, if you'd like to. But that is less necessary than it used to be, in the days where we used things like Internet Explorer and what have you. I don't know how they do it in Windows now, but back then it would open to a specific page, and really Apple's start page gives you access to all kinds of things. And then here's the other thing: when you open Safari, it will remember the last page that you were on, and that will still be opened unless you closed it. So only if you closed a particular tab. And for those of you who don't know what tabs are, we'll get to that. But that's the only exception there. Otherwise, it's just going to come right back to where you were, where you left off, and that's exactly what has happened to me. Because I told you I did no preparation on purpose. I'm just where I am, and this is I have a feeling probably Mac Rumors, which is what I kind of leave it on when I'm not visiting anything else. I'm using the compact view in your Safari settings under Settings and then Apps and then Safari. You can choose from the compact view, the bottom tab view, and then the top, or the bottom view and then the top view for the address bar. So this is the default in iOS 26. It is designed to maximize the amount of screen real estate that you have available to your content, in this case the website. So the bottom bar will completely disappear when it is not needed, and it reappears when you need it. And for VoiceOver users, if you don't find it, you can do one of two things. You can four-finger tap near the bottom, four-finger single tap, and the other thing you can do is the three-finger swipe up. Remember, the three-finger swipe up and down is a scroll gesture to scroll through long pages. Now, I don't really think that's the most ideal way to move through websites, because some websites can be pretty long. If you do find yourself at the very bottom or closer to the bottom of a long website, and you start scrolling and it says, page 863 of it, obviously you're not going to want to have to scroll up all that many times. So there is a quick way to jump to the very top. And I don't remember if I've taught you this gesture before. It's not the four-finger tap near the top, right? Because that's only going to take you to the top of what is visible in most cases. Sometimes there are exceptions, but in many apps, it's only going to take you to the top of what's visible. Just like the four-finger tap near the bottom, it's really only going to take you to the bottom of what's visible. But because the tab bar at the bottom and address bar is a separate element, it's not part of the actual page, that gesture often works anyway. But getting back up to the top, there's going to be an easier way, and that is to tap the status bar once, and then after you tap the status bar once, you're going to double tap to scroll to top. That's actually in your VoiceOver hints, but you may not have known what it meant. Listen.
2:13 p.m. Status bar item. Swipe down with three fingers to reveal notifications. Swipe up with three fingers to reveal the control center. Double tap to scroll to top.
Double tap to scroll to top. Now, they've left those other gestures in there, the three-finger swipe up and down, because you still can do it that way to get to control center and notifications. That's not how we've taught you to do it. That's not how they want us to teach it now. But it is still available, and it's kind of a legacy gesture. But the double tap to scroll to top, once your focus is on the status bar, is definitely a great gesture. It's useful in Pages documents. It's useful in websites. Let's double tap right now.
Page 1 of 31.
And you heard it brought us up to page 1 of our website. So I'm pretty sure that I'm on Mac Rumors. If I want to check, I'll touch the very bottom center of the screen. And since I just scrolled to the top, I don't know if that address bar will be visible or not, but we'll see.
Holiday gift page menu button address macrumors.com text field.
Okay, so
Double tap to edit.
I landed on the page menu button, and then I swiped to the right, and then I saw the web address. Now, because I'm on a website already, let's close this page so that I can show you the Apple Start page, and I'm going to just do it, and then I'll explain the gesture later. So we're going to go ahead and close. That's the only one I have open, so once I close it, it automatically takes me back to the Start page.
Favorites.
And the very top of the Start page just says Favorites. And it has my favorites here. If I swipe to the right,
Show all button.
I can show all my favorites.
Save tabs button.
I have saved tabs.
Gourmet chocolate, popcorn, and more vertical line Bedford candies. General mistakes vertical line Full House for Wordle. The New York Times, Everett Foodliner Incorporated. How to install and set up the Bruce's Mayan current lifeboat suggestions.
Okay, so it showed me some of my favorites. If I want to see all of them, I hit show all. This is not the only way to access your favorites, because this won't be here when you have any other website up. Remember, this is the Apple Start page that appears when you don't have anything else open. So again, if you're opening this for the first time, that's exactly what you're probably, most likely, that's exactly what you'll see. Now, if you do have a website opened already and you want to get back to this, I told you I'd show you later how to close it. But because I'm not going to spend more than a minute here on the Apple Start page, that's okay. You can just see what else is on this by listening.
Show all, but Mac rumors.
This is suggestions, it says, based on things I visit or...
Show all, Mac rumors, T-Mobile register, vertical line cord cutters news, DirecTV customer home, AT&T official dashboard, Pinecast.com, Pinecast, my recordings, TTJ text.
These are things it's going to suggest to me. And if I keep swiping, all I'm doing is swiping to the right with one finger. Just swiping right with one finger. And all these different suggestions. Then I have my reading list, which are sites that you can save and even download for offline viewing. And then I have, let's see, that's the reading list. What else is there? Let's see. Oh, recently closed tabs. And you can
clear all button.
Clear everything in that list. These are tabs that I've recently closed. If I want to reopen them, I can double tap on them. There's a show all button if I want to see all of them. The most recent one is the Mac rumors that we just closed.
Mac rumors, Apple News and rumors button.
Again, I have others here that are recently closed. Then we have the privacy report. You can listen to this.
151 block trackers. In the last 7 days, Safari has prevented 151 trackers from profiling you. Your IP address is hidden from known trackers and websites you visit.
That's good to know. Praise God. Let's
edit button.
And then there's an edit button.
Back, dim.
So what does that edit button do? That edit button allows me to customize this start page. Remember I said it's a custom Apple start page. So again, we're not going to spend any time on that really right now, but you can play with it and you can hit the edit button and you can customize the sections that are in it and where they appear. I've done that. You can also customize the color of the page and that sort of thing. There's a lot you can do with this. But most people, when they open Safari, are going to want to go to a specific website. And that's where at the bottom center of the screen, we are going to find the address and search bar.
Address, search or enter website, text field. Double tap to edit.
And you'll notice that it said search or enter website. So if I know a full website name, apple.com, ttjtech.biz, I can type that in. But I also can do searches for things. Maybe I want to find the best lasagna recipe, or I want to find tips for decorating my Christmas tree. Whatever you want to search for. And when you search, it will use whatever your default search engine is under settings. The nice thing about this is you don't have to go to a website like google.com to do your searches. I run into a lot of customers who think that because that's how you used to have to do it. And so what they'll do is they want to use Google, for example, they'll go down to the search bar here, the address bar, they'll type google.com and hit go, which is in the bottom right of the screen like the return key, and they'll do that. They'll type google.com and hit return, and then once they're on the Google page, they'll find the search field and they'll type their search term. You don't need to do that. That's a totally unnecessary extra step or two. All you need to do is go to this edit field where it says search or enter website, and you can just type your search words and then press go at the bottom right. That will use whatever your default search engine is. In my case, it is Google, and you can change it to Yahoo or Bing or DuckDuckGo. There are different options, and different countries have others. And you can, you can search with whatever your favorite search engine is. And so that, again, is customized under Settings, Apps, and Safari. So if I want to, I will go to the Edit field, and I will start typing. And what I'd like to demonstrate first is just going to a specific website. But I'm going to take things even one step further. The Apple Safari is smart enough to start to preload or pre-fill suggestions for you based on what you type. So where does it get the knowledge of how to make suggestions? Well, it's a combination of things. If you have a website stored in your favorites, your bookmarks, if you've recently or frequently visited a particular website, and then it'll just start to use popular search terms and things like that to make suggestions. So, for example, if I start typing Mac rumors, I don't have to spell that out. If I probably just type an M, it's going to be the first suggestion up above the keyboard because I visit that website quite often. Mac Rumors is a great website that they do talk about rumors of things, but they also keep you apprised of what Apple is doing if they released a software update or a new product or something. And so I spend a lot of time on this website. And so I guarantee you, if I type an M, that's going to be the first suggestion. Now, for you, it may not be, right? But for me, that's definitely going to be the first suggestion. So when you start typing, you'll actually hear the suggestions automatically. So let's double tap in this edit field where it says
Mac Rumors address, search or enter website, text field.
Double tap.
Double tap address, text field, is editing, search or enter website name,
now,
insertion point at start.
I'm just going to type an M and
use the rotor to
listen to what, oh, and by the way, if you're already on a website, when you double tap in this edit field, it will have the address selected. So you can just start typing what you want. You don't have to delete everything first. I'll show you that later. Well, let's start typing the M for Mac Rumors.
Go.
There's my M.
Mac Rumors, Apple News and Rumors, macrumors.com.
See, it already preloaded that. Now, if I don't want Mac Rumors, let's say I type something like M, I don't know, let's say I want McDonald's, MC.
MC.
Okay, it doesn't have a top hit. It doesn't have something that it's really certain that I might want, but I can still I can like reach up above the keyboard on screen, upper half of the phone, and I can start to find out what's here.
McDonald's.
Okay.
Selected, MC.
So right now, when it says selected, that's what it's preloading. If I double tap any of these, it will select them for me. MC, that would just be a search term. We go to the right.
McDonald's.
Okay, so there's McDonald's. It thinks that I want to search for that. Go to the right.
Complete search button.
See, that's a search. Go to the left.
McDonald's. Selected. MC. Google Suggestions. Heading.
Notice that was under the heading of Google Suggestions. These are search terms, not web addresses specifically. Go to the left.
Clear text button.
And there's the clear text button. It doesn't have any guaranteed websites. There's a difference between inserting a web address, a URL, and then a search term. If I choose McDonald's, it was under the heading of Google Suggestions, so it's going to search for McDonald's. It's not going to take me necessarily to mcdonalds.com, although I can assume that once I search for McDonald's, that will be the first web search result that appears. But let's just go ahead and do that. Let's swipe to the right.
Google Suggestions, head selected, McDonald's.
And if I double tap on that, I guarantee that's what it's going to search for.
Year in search 2025. Link.
But now notice what's in the address bar down here.
Address, McDonald's, text field.
Just McDonald's. This is the Google page. So now if I look through my search results, and I'll tell you how to do that in a second.
Search left filters and home. Search results. Web result with site links. McDonald's. Heading level 3. Link.
Now that's going to be the actual web address. If I go to the right.
About this result. McDonald's.com is your hub for everything McDonald's.
So that's actually the McDonald's website. Now, how did I get to my search results? What did I do? Well, when you're using the internet, when you're using Safari to browse the internet, the rotor is going to be one of the most important tools you have in your tool belt. In fact, when the rotor was first created, and brought, well, I guess it was Mac OS. I don't remember the sequence. It may not have been when it was first created, but very early on, Apple actually on the Mac called it the web item rotor or the web rotor. And that's because that's really a very important place for you to use it. Now, obviously, we use the rotor in tons of places, and it's of equal importance in most, if not all of those places. But Why it's so useful on the web is because you don't always want to swipe from left to right, right to left. You can do that. If you want to read an entire website, an entire page, you can start at the top left and swipe to the right. You can start in the middle and swipe to the left or to the right. You can scroll with 3 fingers. You can do all of these things, absolutely. But that may not be the best way to do it, depending on what you're trying to find. And so there's a number of website-specific rotor options, like things like form controls, buttons, visited links, non-visited links, static text. There's a whole bunch of these that you can add or remove in your rotor settings. I don't have a ton of them in there. I do have headings, links, form controls, buttons, because and really, the one I use most often there is headings. Once in a while, I'll use the form controls or the buttons because some forms on some websites are a little trickier than others, and if I set my rotor to form controls, I can directly make sure that I don't miss any control that I need to fill out or any checkbox that I need to check, in order to complete my form. I was helping my parents yesterday make a change to their Xfinity services, and I was doing the work, and I had a representative on the phone with me, and they send you, what they do from Comcast now is they send you a text with a link to review your order together with the sales representative, and then you have to click agree or submit or something like that, and then it goes through, and the representative can see that. Well, there's a whole bunch of boxes, 5 or 6 different check boxes that you have to check in order to complete it. You have to agree to this, you have to agree to that, you have to agree to, And so the first time I did it just by swiping left and right because I wanted to read the stuff, I thought I got it all, but I noticed that the submit order button was still dimmed. It was still grayed out, which I knew meant I missed something. There was some checkbox that I must have missed, And so what I did then was I set my rotor to form controls, and I swiped up and down with one finger, and sure enough, there were actually, I think, maybe 2 checkboxes, at least one checkbox that I just had missed because I didn't realize, I didn't listen to it long enough to know that it was a checkbox. It didn't seem like it was, and so I just ignored it. Well, sure enough, it was a checkbox, and as soon as I checked it, and I actually think, if I remember correctly, it was 2 that I missed. But once I checked them, then absolutely that submit button became available, and everything went perfectly well, praise God. But you see why I like the form controls in the rotor. This is personal preference. You can pick what you want in the rotor and what you use and how you use them. I definitely encourage you to use headings because many websites are set up with headings, and if you'll use headings, you'll be able to navigate those websites very easily because what a heading does is it organizes related information within that heading. In the case of our google.com page, which is now displaying our search result for McDonald's, each search result is a heading. So I'm going to make sure my rotor is still at headings, which it is, but I'll turn it to the left.
Containers.
And back to the right.
Headings. 34 headings.
And you notice on websites it'll tell you how many headings there are, just like if I turn it again to links.
Links. 218 links.
Right. So that's how I that's how I navigated it through these search results. Go back to headings.
Headings.
And if I swipe up.
34 headings.
If I swipe up, I go to the previous heading.
McDonald's. Heading level 3. Link.
And that was where we were. If I swipe up again.
Web result with site links. Heading level 2.
Okay, that's just a name heading. Go back down with one finger.
McDonald's. Heading level 3. Link.
And I can double tap on that to be taken directly there.
Web page loaded. Information. This website uses cookies to better understand how visitors use our site for advertising and to offer you a more personalized experience.
This pops.
Share information about your use of our site with analytics, social media.
I'm going to pause that. This pops up a lot nowadays on websites, and you have to get rid of this in order to truly be able to navigate the website. Sometimes it's the only thing that'll be on the screen. Other times it's like a popover and the rest of the website's there, but it's not going to seem like it's working properly until you take care of this. So let's swipe to the right so I can accept these cookies.
Privacy statement and California you can manage cookies settings close button.
Now there's a close button. Now go to the right.
Back button.
Okay, and that's it. So
page met back close button. Cookies settings button.
And that brings me to another point. This is going to look different depending on the website. Some will have accept all cookies and then reject all is another button. Some will do it in different ways. This one, if I want to change anything, I go to cookie settings. If I want to leave it as it is, whatever it's currently set for, I just hit close. And that's what we're going to do.
Cookie settings, close, button, close,
Okay.
end, privacy, web dialog.
Now I should be on the McDonald's.
Back, button.
Let's see.
Page address, mcdonalds.com, text field.
So now if I touch up near the top of the screen.
McDonald's home, visited, link, image.
And it.
More content available, a black symbol on a transparent background.
And it tells me that's visited because that's the actual McDonald's.com. Go to the right.
Main menu navigation, button.
Now, most likely on an iPhone, that main menu is collapsed. That is going to be important if you want to look at the top level links on a website. And so that's a good tip for you to expand these menus when they're available, because a lot of the mobile... Now, your iPad, it may or may not be expanded, but that's for a later class, right? We're going to do the iPad in the spring. But I'll just give you that pointer. On an iPad, the menu may already be expanded. Then again, it may not. You still may have to expand it, because they're always trying to save screen real estate so that the actual main content can really shine. So they may still have it collapsed, but the difference is an iPad is considered a desktop class web browser. You're not getting mobile sites when you open a website on an iPad. On an iPhone, you are getting mobile optimized sites in many cases. You can usually request a desktop version, and it'll work very well. It'll render just fine on an iPhone. And there are many websites now that are coded in such a way that they are going to automatically just sort of reflow and render whatever they need to, and it's not really a separate mobile site versus, anything else. And that's actually probably what this is. I don't suppose this is a mobile-specific version necessarily. I don't know that for sure because I haven't spent any time on it other than really what we're doing here. I don't know. I've probably been to it at some point. But I do know it's a collapsed menu, and that is, something we can double tap. The official name for that menu, by the way, I have to tell you,
Screen dimmed.
Is a hamburger menu, and that's not because it's the McDonald's website. That is what it's called universally. These are hamburger menus. So if you ever hear VoiceOver say hamburger menu, because some of them will, again, depending on the coding, some of them will just say menu, some of them will say navigation menu, some of them will tell you that they're collapsed. It all is the same thing, right? Pop-up menu, they're all different, but they will give you the same functionality. So this particular menu, I can say with a fair amount of confidence, is collapsed. If I swipe to the right...
Order now. Visited. Link at free large fries W/$1 min.
Yeah, see,
Purchase. Heading level
we're not actually getting menu items. When I say menu, I don't mean like the McDonald's food menu. I mean the menu for the website. And we're not getting that. We hear that we can get large fries. I can order now. That is a big button, I presume, because it's... something they want you to do is to start placing your order. They want to make that easy for you. But I'm sure there are things in that menu if I swipe back to the left.
Main menu navigation button.
So, yeah, it's actually said main menu. Double tap on main menu navigation.
Close main navigation button.
See, it actually has a close button. Now if we swipe to the right...
Language button. Navigation landmark collapsed.
We don't need to expand...
Double tap to expand.
We don't need to expand the language chooser. We're going to leave it on English, I suppose.
Sign up for email. Link.
Okay,
List
sign up
start.
for email.
Careers. Link. Our menu. Button. List start. Landmark. 1 of 7. Collapsed. Download app. Link. My McDonald's rewards. Link. McValue registered and deals. Link. McDelivery registered.
You
Link.
get the idea. Now notice the menu is collapsed. That one's expandable. Some of these are links. The menu is a button.
Our careers. Our menu. Button. List start.
So if we want to expand it, we double tap. Now we swipe to the right.
View full menu. Link. Extra value meals. Link. McValue registered. Link. Breakfast. Link. Burgers. Link. Chicken and fish sandwiches. McNuggets registered and McCrispy registered strips. Snack wrap registered. Fries and sides. Link. Happy Meal registered. Sweets and treats. McCafe registered coffees, beverages, sauces, and condiments.
See, all of these were not showing until I expanded Our Menu button. So you need to remember that kind of stuff when you're browsing websites. And then again, now, if I don't want to look through, in this website, it's very logical that I would want to do something like that. I'd want to click one of those. But once I do, like, let's say we want to find out...
Sweets and treats. Happy Meal registered. Fries and sides. Snack wrap registered. McNuggets registered in McCrisp. Chicken and fish sandwiches. Burgers. Link.
There's probably a lot of choices under.
Breakfast. McValue registered. Link.
Let's do that one. Maybe there's a good many choices there, so we'll click that.
McValue register information. Image. Terms and conditions
Okay.
banner. Region.
It's put us on this terms and conditions banner.
Our terms and conditions. McDonald's by selecting the link. Accept button.
I guess I have to. I guess
terms and conditions banner.
I didn't do that.
Accept.
All right. Now that should go away. Now
view full menu. Accept. But McDonald's. Open in the McDonald's app. Open button.
All right. There's a button. Yeah. That accept thing went away. Now because I don't need to swipe through the whole list of top navigation links again, I'm going to set my rotor to headings, which it already is, and I'm going to make an assumption. I don't really know whether the McDonald's app or the McDonald's website uses headings. I really wasn't honestly planning on visiting the McDonald's website today, but, praise God, he gives me these ideas. And what's cool about this is I don't usually visit the McDonald's website. We go there sometimes. It's definitely one of my daughter's favorite places to go. We just ate there a few days ago, had their Grinch meal. They got a Grinch meal right now on special for Christmas time. So we do go there, but I don't usually visit the website. I don't really have need to. We either go and eat there or drive through, or if we are going to order for delivery, we use the McDonald's app or the DoorDash app. So I'm not sure that I can honestly say I've ever really looked at the McDonald's website, which gives me the chance to explore it with you, and you can see my process. So the process now is, okay, I've clicked on the burgers, no, what did I do? McValue page on the restaurant menu, and I'm assuming that this will be separated into headings. We're about to find out, and I'm assuming there might be a separate heading for each food item. I kind of hope so. I like when menus do that. Not all of them do, but I'm kind of hopeful that's what we'll see here. So I know I'm already on headings. I can confirm that, but let's swipe down with one finger and see what happens.
McValue registered. Heading level 1.
Okay, if I want to read that, I could swipe to the right, but let's just swipe down again and see if the next heading is the first meal item.
Meal deals, starting at $5 star, heading level 2.
Okay, so that's a heading level 2. It's a little bit smaller, doesn't matter. Go down.
Buy one, add one for $1, breakfast star, heading level 2.
Keep going.
Buy one, add one for $1, lunch and dinner star, heading level 2.
All right, so now I'm beginning to be a bit curious. Are they actually going to have each item listed as a heading, or am I missing stuff by not swiping to the right? And since I'm not particularly interested in breakfast at this moment, it's later on in the day, I'll look at this one and I'll start swiping to the right under this lunch section and see if, in fact, when I swipe right, I'm going to see more stuff than if I just swipe down.
Double cheeseburger McValue, link. McChicken registered McValue, link. 6-piece chicken McNuggets registered McValue, link.
Okay, so, praise God, it is the good thing we swipe to the right instead of swiping down, isn't it? Because they don't have each menu item listed separately. Instead, they have their menu categorized by heading, but then the actual food items under each one of those headings, you have to find the next link. It's not another heading. If I swipe down to the next heading,
Eats, heading level 2.
See, we're going to totally skip.
Free fries Friday with McValue. Earn points for free McDonald's. Heading level 2.
We're not actually seeing the items that way. We're kind of seeing categories. So it is very important you try this stuff out. Check it out. And really it's not bad the way it's set up at all, praise God. It really works quite well. But it's a little different than what I was expecting, but I didn't know. So that's how you learn. That's how you do this, is you explore these things. You don't know what it's going to be set up like. Now if I go back up, maybe I want to see breakfast, so swipe up.
Free fried eats, buy one meal, buy one, add one for $1, breakfast star.
Now
level 2.
if I swipe to the right,
sausage biscuit McValue, link. Sausage McMuffin registered McValue.
So we're going to now see those, and you go up again.
Buy one meal deals, starting at $5 star, heading level 2.
And this is what I probably really wanted to see.
Limited time only the McChicken registered meal deal star, link. Limited time only the McDouble registered meal deal star. Limited time only the daily double meal deal star. Buy one, add one for $1.
And then it's the next category. So that kind of gives you an idea of where you're going to start when it comes to exploring things. Now, if you well, let's go to another website now. Let's go to Mac Rumors this time, which is where I was going to go before.
Address, mcdonalds.com.
Okay, that was right at the bottom of the screen. Double tap.
Address.
And
text field.
listen.
Is editing. https://www.mcdonalds.com/on-the/full-menu/volume-menu.html selected.
Now,
Use the rotor to access misspelled words.
I did that only for one purpose. I normally wouldn't let it read all that. I did that for only one reason, and that was to let you hear that it said selected. As soon as you double tap in the address and search bar when you have a website already loaded, it's going to pre-select the entire URL for you in the edit field. That way, you don't have to delete everything. You don't even have to hit the clear text button. You know that if you swipe to the right of an edit field, many times there is a
clear text button.
I could do that, but I don't even need to do that because the whole thing is selected. So as soon as I start to type, immediately what I type is going to replace what's in there. So let's just type an M, and you'll hear it say that the selection is deleted, and then it'll start to tell me that Mac Rumors is probably going to load.
Selection to Mac Rumors, Apple News and Rumors.
And again, that's my so-called top hit, because I visit that a lot, so I don't need to even type anything else. I could type the whole thing and then hit the go button at the bottom right.
To go.
See? But I'm just going to go up here.
Select Google Suggestions. Selected. Mac Rumors.
I swiped to the left of Google Suggestions because the website suggestions are first. So I hit Google Suggestions. I swiped once to the left, and you notice it said selected Mac Rumors. That means it's already preloading it in the background because it's that confident that that's what I want. That's going to make it instantly available as soon as I double tap on it.
Web page loaded.
See?
Skip to content.
And there it is. We're already on Mac Rumors, praise God. Now, I know this website very well. I know that they separate their articles into headings. So I'm not even going to bother with the top section. I'm immediately going to swipe down to read the first heading.
Apple offering up to 3 free months of Apple Arcade with holiday gift card purchase. Heading level 2. Link main. Landmark.
Now, the other interesting thing that Mac Rumors does, the way that their website is set up, it is going to read the entire article without me ever opening it in most cases. Maybe some really, really lengthy ones it won't. But almost all the articles, if I just swipe to the right...
Tuesday, December 9th, by Julie Clover. Apple is offering you... Apple is offering you... as customers who purchase and redeem an Apple gift card 3 months of free access to Apple Arcade. Link. Holiday gift card purchases made before January 6th, 2026 are eligible for the Apple Arcade trial, as long as the card is redeemed by January 13th, 2026.
Now, if I wanted to open that article instead of just reading it this way, which in some websites you do need to open it to read it, so we would double tap on the link up here.
Apple offering up to 3 free months of Apple Arcade with holiday gift card purchase. Heading
now,
level 2, link main.
What did I do there? I just swiped up with one finger to go back to the beginning of that heading, and I double tap now.
Skip to content, in page link.
Now, the article is loaded specifically. And because I'm on an article page, it's going to give me a chance to check and see if there's a reader mode for this particular article. So what reader mode does is it removes all the extra links, all the extra ads, all that stuff, and what you're left with is just this beautiful rendering of the article that you're trying to read. Reader mode usually will say reader available, so I'm wondering if maybe it won't be on this page, or maybe it just didn't say it this time, because it loaded real quickly, praise God, and it may just not have said it. So I'm going to check anyway. Before I do, this is what the web page looks like right now from the top.
Mac Rumors, visited, link, Mac Rumors forums, link, button, iOS 26, link, Mac OS Tahoe 26, iPad OS 26.
All these links, right? Now let's see if a reader mode is available. You're going to tap the bottom center of the screen.
Address, macrumors.com, text field.
You're going to swipe left.
Page menu, button.
To the page menu, and you're going to double tap on that.
Page menu. Hide distracting items, button. Listen to page, button. Manage extensions, button. Search document, button. Text size, more, but show reader, button.
There it is, show reader. So let's double tap on show reader.
Apple offering up to 3 free months of Apple Arcade with holiday gift card purchase. Heading level 1.
Now, remember the top of the page that I just showed you, where it had forums, and it had all these different categories, and it had buttons. Some of them weren't labeled. Well, now let's look at the top of the page from left, starting at the top left.
Apple offering up to 3 free months of Apple Arcade with holiday gift card purchase. Heading level 1.
Swipe to the right.
Summarize button.
There's a summarize button.
Julie Clover. Link.
Article. Author name.
Tuesday, December 9th. Apple is offering you, as customers who purchase and redeem an Apple gift card, 3 months of free access to Apple Arcade. Link.
Notice, all that stuff at the top of the page is completely gone. It's hidden, and all you have is this article. And it is so convenient, and you can, if you want to automatically read this, you can do a 2-finger swipe down, and it will read from the top, well, really from wherever you are now to the very bottom, so it'll read the whole article for you. You can go back to that page menu, and you can choose Listen to Page, and it'll have SIRI read it for you. The other thing you can do is, and there would probably be better use cases for what I'm about to show you, but I'm still going to show it to you here. We can take a screenshot of this page with a press of the way you take a screenshot is you simultaneously press and release the side button and then the volume. I usually do the volume up button. Actually, it could be either one of the volume buttons, but we're just going to do that, and it's going to bring up my screenshot interface. Okay. Now
Ask button.
Okay, now I'm already on the Ask button. That's what I want to show you. Visual intelligence in screenshots. But swipe to the left.
Image canvas. Bottom right crop. Bottom right crop handle. Left crop. Top right crop. Top left crop handle.
All right, all these handles. Let's touch the top with 4 fingers.
Close button.
There's the close button.
Markup button.
We can mark up this screenshot.
Share button.
Share it.
Done button.
There's the done button. That'll allow us to delete it and stuff.
Selected screen button.
All right.
Full page button. Top left crop handle.
Notice
button.
I can select the full page or the what's on the screen. And down at the bottom,
search button.
Search.
Highlight to search. Ask button. Ask button.
Ask. That's what I want to do. I want to ask a question here.
Numbers.
All right, I have
ChatGPT.
I have an edit field here.
Return.
And I'm going to dictate just
use the rotor to access misspelled
for the
words.
sake of time. How do I receive the free trial of Apple Arcade?
Inserted. How do I receive the free trial of Apple Arcade?
Now we're going to touch the upper middle.
Text field is editing. Cap Q. Text
and I
field.
swipe to the
OPENAI.logo.
left.
OPEN. Copy.
Okay.
Apple is providing up to 3 free. Submit button.
Submit.
Submit. Dimmed. Asking ChatGPT. OPENAI.logo. ChatGPT bullet. Check important info for mistakes.
See. Do I go left or right? I'm not sure.
OPENAI. Follow up with ChatGPT. Text field.
All right. I think I must go to the left because there's the follow-up field.
To receive the free trial of Apple Arcade, you need to purchase an Apple gift card before January 6th, 2026, and redeem it on your Apple account by January 13th, 2026. Once redeemed, you will be eligible for up to 3 months of free Apple Arcade, depending on whether you are a new or returning subscriber.
There it is. There it is.
To receive,
that's my
copy button.
I can copy that answer if I want to copy it and save it somewhere. I mean, that is so cool, isn't it? Now we're going to go over to the right here, and we're going to...
OPENAI.logo ChatGPT.
Is there a close button here?
Logo, ChatGPT bullet. Check important info.
I might just have to scrub with 2 fingers. There we go.
Image canvas. A screenshot of a social media post.
Now, I don't want to keep this screenshot, so we're going to hit done.
Share. Done. Button. Save to photos. Button.
No, we don't want to save this.
Save to files. Button.
Notice you can save them to photos or files.
Save to quick note. Button.
Or to quick note, which is part of the Notes app.
Copy and delete. Button.
Copy and delete, so that we do have a copy of it in our clipboard to paste somewhere.
Delete screenshot. Button.
Delete it.
Dismiss context menu.
We're going to delete it.
Delete screen. Delete screen.
Okay.
Offering up to 3 free.
So, that's an added little bonus for you that's not really per se part of Safari because you can do screenshots anywhere. But we talked a little about visual intelligence yesterday where you hold down the camera control button for a few seconds and then it will allow you to identify, you know, restaurant hours, business signs, plants and animals, whatever. But this is visual intelligence in screenshots. And so I just asked it a question. It answered the question. It uses ChatGPT. It works great, praise God. You need to have an Apple Intelligence compatible iPhone to do this. And if you have a phone that is Apple Intelligence compatible, like the 15 Pro or Pro Max, but that particular phone doesn't have a camera control button. You can add visual intelligence to the control center, and that will allow you to use it even on a phone that doesn't have the camera control button. But on the 16 and newer, if you just hold down that camera control button, that'll bring up visual intelligence. In this case, we didn't even need to do that because we have the options right in the screenshot overlay that appears. So this is the way we use Safari. That's how we use screenshots. Now, we need to still do more stuff with Safari. Remember that I'm in reader mode, which I had wanted to show you, and that again is a way of hiding all the extra stuff and just showing you the rendering of the article. Hide distracting items was also an option in that page menu. That's a little bit more AI based, and it's not really what I wanted to do. You can kind of select things to hide and stuff, but I just like the reader mode, and it's really, really simple. Now, what about if I want to do some other things on this page, like if I want to share this page or if I want to add it to bookmarks and so on? Well, I showed you at the bottom center is the address bar. Directly to the left of the address bar is the page menu. That's where you find the reader mode and text size and some of these other things. And by the way, let's turn the reader mode off while we're at it.
Address selected. Page menu button.
If I swipe up or down with one finger, is there anything here?
Heading not
No.
found.
All right, so
Heading selected.
double tap on that page menu, and then reader mode was pretty far.
Reader heading.
It shows me I'm in reader mode.
San Francisco selected. White, sepia, gray.
Notice now we can pick fonts colors because we're in reader mode.
Night, but listen to page.
Night mode, listen to page.
Search document, text side, more, hide reader button.
We're going to hide reader. Now,
skip to content in page
see,
skip to content. Open menu. Mac rumors forums. Button.
See, now we have all those things again that we had originally. All right, now this time we touched the address bar and we swiped to the left to find the page menu. What if we touch the address bar and we swipe to the right? What are we going to get?
Address, macrumors.com, refresh button.
There's our refresh button that will reload the page. You can also do that by swiping down with 3 fingers while you are on the actual page. Your focus has to be on the page content, not on the toolbar at the bottom. But if I'm on the page...
Holiday gift card purchases made before January 6th.
Now, if I...
Holiday gift card purchases made before January 6th.
If I swipe up with 3 fingers, it scrolls to the, further down.
Page 2 of 9.
Now, if I swipe down with 3 fingers...
Page 1 of 9.
And listen next time.
Scroll up again to refresh.
It says scroll up again to refresh. So if I do it one more time with 3 fingers, that's another way to refresh the page. But again, that button down there at the bottom.
Address, refresh, button.
And then go to the right one more time.
More, button.
There's a more button.
Vertical scroll,
and that's it.
More.
Now,
refresh more.
Sometimes there will be a back button that will appear if you go...
Refresh, address, page menu, back, button.
To the left of the page menu. So, address bar, and then once to the left is the page menu. Another swipe to the left is the back button. And if a forward button is needed, it will appear there as well. But right now, we just have a back button. And then again, we'll go back to the right.
Page menu, address, refresh, more, button.
And let's go into this more menu because there's a lot here.
Share button.
Our very first option is share. If we want to share this website or if we want to copy the URL to the clipboard, we can share this in a number of ways.
Share, add to bookmarks button.
There's add to bookmarks, and then to the right,
add bookmark to button.
Add bookmark to. So add to bookmarks is going to use and I'll be honest with you, I don't remember for sure. It's either the last location that you added it to, or maybe I think you might be able to choose the default location under settings, but I'll be honest with you, I don't remember right now. But it's one or the other. But then the next option,
add bookmark to button.
Add bookmark to is going to give you the choice. And so you say, well, what's the difference between bookmarks and favorites? Well, favorites is a folder within bookmarks. All right, so that's how it is on Apple devices. Bookmarks is the main category. There's different folders you can make and subfolders for your bookmarks. You can put, maybe different topics and that sort of thing, but then favorites is one of them. So if you want it to be in favorites specifically, you can do that, or you don't have to. But when you choose Add Bookmark To, it's going to let you customize that. All right, next.
New tab button.
New tab, we'll talk about tabs.
New private tab button.
New private tab. Well, private means that it's not going to be in your browsing history, and when you close the when you leave the private tab, when you close it, it deletes it, and it won't have any recollection of it. And you can even have your private browsing mode protected with Face ID or Touch ID. So that's a nice feature to be aware of.
Bookmarks button.
Okay, there's your bookmarks button that will bring up the whole list of bookmarks that you have, including your favorites and so on. Remember, I said to you, there's more than one way to get your bookmarks. There was that favorites section on the custom start page, but what if you're not on that start page? What if you're on a page like I am, like Mac Rumors or somewhere? How do you bring up your bookmarks? So that's how you do it. You open up the More menu. That's to the button is to the right of the address bar, at address field, and then you go to
bookmarks.
Bookmarks. Okay, go to the right.
All tabs button.
All tabs, so we can see all of our open tabs. I'm going to talk to you about that.
Dismiss context menu.
And then dismiss context menu. All right, so we're gonna take a look here at tabs in a moment. But let me explain to you a little about what tabs are. So again, tabs are all about organization. It's all about the ways that you visit your websites. A lot of websites will open in the same tab that's already there, but some will open in a new tab, and some even will have individual links that will open a new tab, like, that way you can keep the original one still on the screen. Now, you can organize your tabs into what's known as tab groups, and tab groups allow you to keep track of things and have multiple tabs open within each tab group, and you can even save an entire tab group to bookmarks or favorites. You can have your own favorites for a particular tab group, and Safari even supports profiles, so you can have different users which will have their own tab groups. Another thing you can do with tab groups is you can use them collaboratively. So you can share a tab group with another person. Maybe I'm trying to plan a trip with my family. Maybe we're shopping for an appliance or a piece of furniture. We want to all look at this together on our own devices, and we want to use FaceTime or messages to talk about it while we're browsing. So we can actually share custom tab groups. Now, you can't share the sort of default tab group, which is actually what I'm in right now. And I'll show you that here now. So let's go to all
dismiss all tabs.
All tabs.
All tab dismiss contact. More button.
And it's going to be much easier if I just show you this. You'll get a quicker understanding of it than for me to try to explain it in any more detail than that. All right, at the left,
More
the very
button.
first button you have is More. And as we often do, let's take a look at what's in that menu.
Manage tab groups button. Select tabs button. Copy link button. Add bookmark for tab button. Dismiss context menu.
All right,
button.
so that's an important menu. Manage tab groups,
More.
which would be how you would delete existing tab groups or create new ones. You also had an option there. In fact,
More
let me go back because I
button.
forget what the next one was.
Manage select
Oh,
tab.
select tabs. So if you have a bunch of tabs open that you want to close, you can select them. It's like a multi-select interface. The next option was copy link, so it's going to, copy a link to what's open. And then notice this one that says add bookmark for tab. Okay, remember I told you that you can save an entire bookmark. Excuse me, let me just start that sentence over. Remember I told you a minute ago that you can save an entire tab group to bookmarks or favorites, meaning I have 6 or 7, 8 different tabs open in a group. I want to instantly add them all to my favorites or to my bookmarks. You can do that with this option. Now, right now, I only have one tab open in this default tab group. I tend not to leave tabs open if I don't need them, and we'll talk about that shortly. But understand that if you did need them, you could save all of them to bookmarks at one time. It would say add bookmark for 5 tabs or add bookmark for 7 tabs, whatever you have open. In my case, there's only one tab open in this particular group, which is the default tab group. And so
add bookmark for tab.
It only says add bookmark for tab. All right, that's not the only way to add the bookmarks. Remember, you could have done it right from the More menu if it's only the one tab. But if you want to add a bunch of them, this is very, very useful. Now, go to the right here to the Dismiss.
Dismiss context menu.
We're still in
More button.
the tabs section. Remember, we went to all tabs. So let's go to the right now.
Apple offering up to 3 free months of Apple Arcade with holiday gift card purchase. Mac rumors tab 1 of 1.
Okay, that's the default tab. Whenever there's more than one tab, it might say, 3 tabs or something instead of reading the name of the. But this is the only thing that's open in that tab, so it's just telling me that's what's in this tab. Now go to the right.
Add button.
There's an add button. Go back to the left here.
Apple offering up to 3 free months of Apple Arcade with holiday gift card purchase. Mac rumors.
Yeah, I sort of misspoke. This is going to show me all of the websites that are in a particular tab. It's not where it's going to say 3 tabs or something. This is actually going to list each open tab in this default tab group, but I only have one, so it's still only going to show that one. If we were to have more than one, we could swipe to the right and see them. There are actions on this with the rotor, though.
Close. Show context menu. Activate default.
So you can quickly close it.
Close.
What's under the context menu?
Show context menu. Copy link, pin tab, button, duplicate tab, select tabs, button, move tab, button, close tab, button, dismiss context menu.
Most of those are probably pretty self-explanatory. The one that I do want to explain is move tab. If you want to move a tab to a different tab group, you can do that. All right, now here.
Apple offering up to add, button, private, tab group, button, 1 of 8.
This is our list of tab groups, and it says that there are 8. Private is the first one. I'm not using that. If it were being used, it would say selected. And that would be the one I told you about that doesn't go to your search history and your browsing history and so on. But go to the right.
Selected. 1 tab. Tab group. Button.
Okay. That is the default tab group. It's just right now it's called 1 tab because I only have one thing in it and it says it's selected. And by the way, if you want to switch to any of these, you just double tap on them. All right, go to the right.
Durango. Tab group, button, 3 of 8.
Okay, that's a particular place that I added a tab group for because it's a kind of a neat destination. I think it's out in like Colorado or something, and I thought it might be cool someday to travel to. What I did there was created a tab group which has several open tabs. It has a tab for a hotel that looks really nice there. It has a tab for like things to do in the area, and there's this like historic train ride that I thought sounded really cool, and I have that page open in there I think as well. All right, go to the right.
Done button.
Now notice there's the done button. We knew there were 8 tabs, and it's only shown me 3.
Durango tab group button.
So
3 of 8.
What are we going to do to see the rest of them? Well, let me show you.
Page 2 of 4.
You swipe to the left with 3 fingers to go to the next page. And it says there are 4 pages. I don't know if we will need all 4 or if everything will show by the 3rd page, but we definitely had to swipe left with 3 fingers to get to page 2 to see the other tab groups. So now let's touch the middle of the screen.
85 best stuffing and recipes.
Okay.
Text field.
So
more button.
Go back to the left here.
More button. Recipes. Text field. 85 best stuffing and dressing recipes for Thanksgiving. Vertical line. Thanksgiving recipes. Menus. Entertaining and more. 85 best stuffing and dressing recipe. Spring vegetable fettuccine alfredo recipe. Vertical line. Food Network kitchen. Vertical line. Add button.
So what are we seeing here, my friends? Well, it moved us to a tab called recipes. It highlighted it. It selected it. And notice now we're in the recipes tab group. Go to the right.
Vegas trip. Tab group. Button. 4 of 8.
That was number 4. Vegas trip. My son wants to go to Las Vegas for the Formula 1 race.
Selected. Recipes. Tab group. Button. 5 of 8.
There's the recipes tab that we're seeing.
Disney trip. Tab group. Button.
And
6 of 8.
There's our Disney World. I had a tab group for that.
Done. Button.
And we still don't see all of them. I'd have to do one more 3-finger swipe to the left while my focus is on the tab groups here.
Disney page 4 of 4.
Now.
17. Selected. Lincoln trip. Tab group. Button. 8 of 8.
Whoop.
Tech check. Tab group. Button. 7 of 8.
So I have a tab group called Tech Check. That has different tech websites. I have a Lincoln Trip tab group, which is Lincoln, New Hampshire. I was going to go to at one point for a particular job. And so all of these tab groups are things that I've created, and each one has in it multiple tabs. and its own set of bookmarks or favorites. And so if you want to create a tab group, now remember we can also go up here.
More. Link it. More.
We can say
Manage tab groups.
manage
Button.
tab groups.
Dismiss context menu. Button. Edit. Tab groups. Head. Done. Button. One tab. Button. Durango. Button.
And if you look here,
Delete. Rename. Drag item. Activate. Default.
that was the rotor. So we can delete a tab group, rename a tab group.
Tag check. Selected. Lincoln Trip. Private. Button. New empty tab group. Button.
So
New empty tab.
you can create an empty tab group, and then you can name it, and then you can do all sorts of things, add different tabs to it when you visit them. Now, here's what I also want to show you.
Dismiss. Durango.
Let's
dismiss
that.
More. Button. Lincoln Trip. Text field.
I'm on the Lincoln Trip tab group. That's what is selected here.
More. Lincoln. 17 best things to do. The 10 best Lincoln hotels with indoor pool 2000. Add. Button. Tag check. Tab. Selected.
All right.
Lincoln Trip.
So,
Done.
when
Button.
I'm on this
Done. Button. Done.
tab,
Button.
let me just
Done.
see.
Selected. Lincoln Trip. Heading not for tag check. Tab group. Button.
Is there
7 of 8. Heading
Is there a
not
long press option
Add
here
button.
too?
The 10 best Lincoln hotels. 17. Tag check. Selected. Lincoln Trip. Tab group. Button. Manage tab groups. Button. Select tabs. Button. Arrange tabs by. Button. Copy 2 links. Button. Add bookmarks for 2 tabs. Button. Dismiss context menu. Button.
All right, so see, that's how that's done there.
More. Button.
Now,
More.
if you want to
Text field.
when I'm on the tab group that I have selected here is the Lincoln Trip. And you can rename these tab groups, but I want to go back to the More button again here.
More. Button.
And
Manage tab groups. Button.
because we're now not on the default tab group anymore, swipe to the right.
Select tabs. Button. Rename tab group. Button. Share. Button.
Notice the share button. Remember, I told you can use tab groups collaboratively, just not the default tab group. But this is not the default tab group. I selected the Lincoln one, or the Lincoln Trip. So if we hit share,
image, and illustration of a pencil on a blue surface. Image. Lincoln Trip. Person.to.fill. Collaboration.
see it says collaboration is selected. It's going to share this whole tab group. It's different from just sharing a website. Okay?
Kylie Volbrecht. Jessica Volbrecht.
Gives me all these people I might want to share with. We're not going to actually do that.
More. Button.
But
More. Button.
I'll scrub out of that.
Messages. Button.
Now,
More. Button.
that was under the More button, as long as we have something selected that's not the default tab group. And then let's go back here.
Lincoln Trip. 17 best things to do in Lincoln, NH, for 2023. Tab.
All right.
The 10 best Lincoln hotel. Add.
And here's
button.
an add button. Let's take a look at it. What's it doing? Well,
Address. Search or enter website. Text field.
it gave me a new tab. A new tab within the Lincoln Trip, what do you call it? Tab group. So maybe I want to search for
Text field.
the best restaurants. Best restaurants in Lincoln, New Hampshire.
Inserted best restaurants in Lincoln, New Hampshire.
Because we don't have a tab open for that, do we? So let's see.
Watch. Edit. Links. Headings. Filter. How helpful were the results on Google search? Heading not. Close survey button.
I don't know yet. Let's close the survey.
Close
Okay.
survey.
All right.
Close Lincoln. Search results. Best restaurants. Heading map. Heading The Common Man Lincoln. Heading Black Mountain Burger Company. Heading Gypsy Cafe. Heading Restaurant guides. Heading level. Local recommendations. Heading level. New restaurant openings. Heading level 2.
Of course, this is the way that Google search results are doing for this particular search. I don't know.
Cozy winter dining. Heading level 2.
Well, it is wintertime.
About this result. Map. The Common Man Lincoln. Button. List start. The Common Man Lincoln.
All right.
Rated 4.6 out of 5.
That's apparently
Image.
a restaurant.
2.9K user. $20.30. Closed. Grill. Closed.
When does it open?
10 Pollard Road. Gypsy Cafe. Gypsy Cap. Rated for $1.2 tech.
Now, again, they would
Rated
you'd have to, here's web results. We could actually go to a website.
What are the best restaurants to eat at in Lincoln, Glen, and North Conway, ellipsis, heading level 3, link.
All right, so I'll click that.
Facebook, back, button, New Hampshire Eats group picture, button.
Oh, it opened in.
New Hampshire Eats join.
It opened in Facebook.
To link comment publicly at Heather Wilkinson, Kitty
All right,
Rogers,
so
back.
that took me to Facebook, my Facebook app, and I didn't really want to do that. So I'm going to touch I have I have more than two ways, but two really quick ways of getting back to Safari, because I'm sure I'm in Facebook now. So if I touch the status bar, up here there's going to be on the left-hand side.
3:10 p.m. Status bar item.
Swipe to the right.
Do not disturb. Dynamic island. Return to Safari. Button.
There's
status
the
bar item.
Return to Safari. I can
down with
just double tap that.
Return to Safari.
Okay, now I'm back in Safari. The other thing I could have done quickly is a 4-finger swipe to the right, which would have taken me to the previous app. And then, of course, the app switch or the home screen. There's other ways, but I like to do it one of those quick ways if I accidentally get somewhere I don't want to be. And in that case, I didn't know that was going to open up on Facebook because I didn't look at the whole search results. And it's fine that it opened up on Facebook. That's not a problem, other than I'm trying to find one that I can leave open as part of this tab group. So that really isn't going to do it.
Map the Common Man, Black Mountain, local new restaurant.
Okay.
Local recommendations.
Let's go down here.
What are the web results? Food restaurants in Lincoln, NH vertical line pubs, cafes, bars and grills. Heading level 3, link.
Maybe I should swipe to the right to be sure, but I'm going to just take another chance and assume this one is just going to stay in Safari.
White Mountains, NH, link.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Skip navigation.
The web address.
Close. Address. Visit whitemountains.com. Text field.
Visit whitemountains.com. Now notice that when I go back to my tabs now.
Click more. Verticals. More. Button.
And I'm going to show you another trick. You remember how we got there? If you're still on the bus here, because we've taken a lot of twists and turns, right? But if you remember how we got there, we went to the More button at the bottom, to the right of the address and search bar, and then we chose All Tabs. There is a shortcut way to get to All Tabs, and it is to do what the non-voiceover gesture that our sighted family and friends and coworkers would do is a double tap. So how do we do a double tap with VoiceOver? Because normally when we double tap, that's the equivalent of a single tap, right? So a double tap for VoiceOver is going to be a quadruple tap. So if you do 2 double taps in a row really fast, I can get right back to the all tabs instead of having to go through the menu. I'm on the More button.
More button.
I'll quadruple tap. There we go.
Dismiss context menu.
And now
button.
I'm on the tab.
More
So now
button.
listen.
More. Lincoln trip. Text field. 17 best things to do in Lincoln. NH. The 10 best Lincoln hotels with indoor pool 2025. Restaurants in Lincoln. NH vertical line add.
See, so now that's open, and I can just leave it there. I can add it to bookmarks if I want to make absolutely sure, because maybe sometime I forget and I close this tab, and so then it would be in the recently visited, but, you know, I can just add this to bookmarks. I don't plan on traveling to Lincoln anytime immediately. I can always look it up again, so I'm not going to actually do that. But again, you have separate bookmarks for each tab group. Now, I'm not going to get into, for the sake of time, I would like to show you at some point, but I'm not going to get into the real deep details of how to organize your bookmarks and make folders and delete things, but there's an edit button. I believe it's at the bottom of your bookmarks and the bottom of your favorites and stuff. If you hit edit, that's where you begin. You can reorder stuff, delete stuff, add new folders. So I think you can figure that out based upon, you know, everything we've taught you so far. I'm going to return to my default tab group here.
Restaurants in link add. Tag check. Tab group. Button. 7 of 8.
I'm going to 3-finger swipe to the right.
Page 2 of 4.
And again.
Spring vegetable fettuccine. Add. Vegas trip. Page 1 of 4.
Got to have the focus in the right place for that to work. If it's not, it won't work. You got to have it on the tab groups. All right. Now.
Apple offering up more. Apple offering up to add. Selected. 1 tab. Tab group.
It's already selected the tab group, and the only thing I have open in that is this Apple offering.
Add
up
button.
to 3.
Apple offering up to 3 free months.
If I swipe down,
close.
I can actually close that tab completely.
Favorites.
Okay. Now I'd like to show you very quickly how to sign into something. We have not discussed the Passwords app yet and what used to be called Keychain. We will discuss that in a later session, and it's really important because it saves securely in iCloud your passwords, your login information, and your credit cards. It's military grade encrypted, so it's really secure, but it's going to make filling out forms super easy, logging into websites, paying for stuff super easy. So today what I'm going to do is just give you an example of what it's like, and then in a future session we'll talk about how to set it up. So let's say I want to sign into my DirecTV service to take a look at what my next bill is going to be, make sure my package is what I want. So we're going to start typing DirecTV in this address bar here, and I'll type the D-I-R. That should be enough.
DirecTV Cust Google suggestions.
Touch up to the top here, swipe left.
Selected. DirecTV Cust.
Double tap.
A white letter in front of a blue background. A blue letter in front of a white background. Sign in, link and banner.
There's a sign in button right there, and I probably should do that.
Sign in, link and indeterminate text field, user ID.
Now,
double tap to edit.
It brought up...
Use the rotor to access misspelled word. Forgot user ID. Text field, user ID.
So I'm going to double tap there.
Insertion point at key Espanol language.
All right.
Link and
It started to say keyboard visible. Touch the bottom of the screen near the middle.
Sign in to opening double quotation mark directv.com with your password for opening double quotation mark VTech.
It's going to read the username. So it's important to listen to that if you're not sure. If it's what you want, if it's the correct thing, and by the way, swipe to the left.
Sign in, heading.
That's the heading for that, but it's at the bottom center. Swipe to the right.
Sign in to opening double quotation mark directv.com.
All right, pretend I've listened to that whole thing. It is the one I want. Swipe to the right again.
Fill username button.
Fill username. If I don't want that username, if that's not the one I want, I find the edit field up higher again and double tap a second time, and that'll bring up the keyboard, which will also allow me other ways to autofill. But I do.
Fill username button.
When I do this, it's going to ask me for Face ID. Double tap.
Invalid data. Secure text field.
All right.
Safari.
It did it.
Logo.
If I look
Image.
here.
Forgot password. Please enter your password.
See, now it has the username. So here.
Password. Secure text field.
Same thing.
Double tap to edit.
Double tap.
Insertion point at keyboard visible. Close. Button.
Down at the bottom.
Sign in. Sign in to opening double quote. Fill password. Button.
And it shouldn't even need the Face ID the second time around.
Fill password.
Here we go.
Address.
If it had been wrong, I just double tap in the password edit field. I can either type it or above the keyboard, above the UI and O, there's going to be auto fill buttons. Maybe multiple choices like password for this username, password for that username. Or if it can't determine what the website is, because sometimes it can't, there'll just be a passwords button. You can authenticate with Face ID after you double tap it, and it'll just show you your whole list of passwords, and you can find the one you need. But it won't show you the actual passwords. It'll show you the usernames and what websites they're for. It doesn't display the passwords. Now,
email to T.
I'm on the next step. It signed me in already, but it wants to verify my identity.
To help keep your account secure, you'll need to confirm your identity.
All right, so I'm swiping.
We'll send a one-time code to one of the selected contact methods below. The code may take a few minutes to get to you.
Now, this is one of those cases people don't realize how awesome. Swipe to the right.
Text to, email to T, next, email to T, next, email to T. Checked.
I'm using the email one with this particular service. It seems to work better. So go to the right.
Next button.
Next.
Next.
All right, it's going to send me a code. And when it does, and I probably won't know because I have Do Not Disturb focus on, but here's what I want to tell you. A lot of people think they've got to leave the app, go to the email or the text message, memorize the code, or try to copy and paste it, and then come back and either remember it or paste it in there. Not at all. Don't open the message. Don't open the email. Stay in Safari. Find the edit field.
Please keep the screen open. Heads up. Please enter the code below and select next. Enter one-time code. Secure text field.
Double tap.
Double tap to insertion point at end.
And above your letters, here's the keyboard.
I from mail.
Look at that. From mail. Right above the letter I. I'm not even going to let it read it, even though it's a one-time code. I'm just going to double tap from mail.
From mail. Invalid. Skip to main content.
It put it in there for me and automatically logged me in. Now I'm on my...
Night sky. Collapsed. From caroling with family to dancing at festive parties. From quiet reflection to laughter-filled road trips. No matter how you celebrate, there will be no silent nights here. Every note, every lyric, and every beat is an invitation to embrace the season with harmony, happiness, and heart.
What are they promoting here?
Listen to your holiday favorites this season with a Pandora Premium 90-day free trial.
Oh, they're
Heading
offering
level
me.
1.
Well, I got Apple Music. I don't think I
Slide out image. Times.
need that.
Times. Claim offer. Link. No thanks. Link.
No thanks.
No thanks.
All right.
Link.
That's nice, though.
4 bullets. 9,000. Edit. Billing and payments. Payment methods. View. Payment history. View your My TV service. TV package. View and manage your TV package.
So it's all there. I mean, I'm in. Praise God. Let me close this.
Enroll at My Devices.
Okay.
Enroll in or manage your DirecTV Tech Protect. Legal Policy
Now,
Center.
I'm going to show you something important. This page might be a little longer, and right now when I touch the bottom of the screen, I'm not finding the address bar.
Address.
Oh, now I did. But what I was going to say is if I hadn't, I'd do a 4-finger tap near the bottom, and I'd get it. We're going to go over here to More.
Refresh. More. Button.
Quadruple tap. Close.
Dismiss context menu. More. More. Account overview. Vertical line. DirecTV. Close.
Swipe down. Close. Double tap. Okay.
Favorites.
Autofill. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's a website. I might try to come up with one for tomorrow, which would allow me to, autofill other additional information. I'm trying to think if I can, find a one real quick. But let me do one other thing while I wait for that. Let me show you how to download a file. I'm going to go to my mail. I've uploaded
music
up to yesterday. I didn't upload yesterday's Zoom recording from yesterday's class yet, and so I need to download the Zoom audio before I bring it into my audio editor. So let's go to mail.
Weather.
Because
mail.
They always email me and tell me that the meeting assets are ready, the recordings and so on. Just scroll up a little here.
Unread.
How many unread messages do I have?
All inbox. More. 45 unread.
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to have to scroll up a bit.
Unread. Pay. Unread. Pay. Unread. Pay. Verizon. Affinity. Margaret Lyons. Zoom. Meeting assets for Shirley Baker.
I think that's the one. Let me see.
Flagged. Orange.
Okay.
Margaret. Zoom. Meeting assets for Voiceover in and out. iOS 2025 are ready. Yesterday.
Yep,
updates.
that's the one. So double tap there.
Summarize.
Now, I don't usually do this on my iPhone. I do it on my iPad, but since we're demonstrating the phone, I'll go ahead and download this, and then it'll be in my downloads folder, which is in iCloud, which means, praise God, when I'm ready to edit this tonight, it will be on my iPad as well. So let's find my link.
Message recording. Link. Image.
Okay, and then
Duration.
nope,
Matthew
right there's the link.
Link. A pink stripe will get skipped. Close. Zoom uses cookies and similar technologies. Zoom uses
Another one of
cookies
those
and
things. We just hit
Descript
close there.
Description.
Now.
Voiceover in the edit. Top share. Recording. 0. Play recording.
I need to find the audio file itself. Okay, swipe to the right.
Edit 3 files.
And this part doesn't matter. I mean, you might not be downloading this exactly, but I just want to show you how to download something.
161 megabytes. Download recording 1 button.
I don't want to download the whole thing. I just want the audio. So
Copy shareable. Add to Zoom. Delete the recording. Shared pop-up button. Audio only 0 views this month. 72 megabytes. Link.
That's it. Double tap on that. It's going to bring me to another page.
Skip to main content. Link.
It might have even opened in a new tab. Now I need to find the download button.
Play video. Button. Close. Who can see your viewing activity?
I'm swiping left.
Voiceover in and out. Zoom logo. Voiceover in and out. iOS 2025. Link and banner.
It's a little different than it is on the iPad. I think that's probably the button I need to download it.
Voiceover in
but
and out.
it doesn't say download like it does on the iPad. So let's just try it.
Voiceover in and out. Introducing the Zoom referral pro. Voiceover and edit topic.
Okay,
Share.
no.
Download recording 1.
That says
button.
download
Copy
recording
shareable.
1.
Add to Zoom.
I really
Delete
don't want to
recording.
download the whole
Shared screen
recording.
with pop-up button. List box.
Interesting.
Shared
Let's
screen
see.
with speaker view 0. Pop. Audio pop-up button. List box pop-up.
Maybe this pop-up button. Again, this is different than it is on the iPad, so I've never done it here.
Download.
Okay, there it is. So they have it in a pop-up instead of separately. So I'm going to hit download now.
Pop-up button. List alert. Do you want to download GMT 20251208190503?
And it's going to be yes.
Underscore recording.m48 on 02web.zoom.us.
Swipe to the right.
Close button.
Again.
View button.
Again.
Download button.
All right, download, and then I'll check the address bar just to the left or to the right.
Down pop-up button.
Should be a
List
progress.
Pop address. Refresh. More. Address. Zoom workplace.
Oh.
Zoom workplace.
Okay,
Zoom
I got some
workplace.
kind of a
AI
notification.
Zoom workplace.
That
Return
might
to
be.
address page back. Open chat dialog back. Open page address. Refresh.
All right,
More.
and again,
more.
by default, it's not going to show me on the phone. So
share. Add to bookmark.
see if it's
add
under
bookmark,
my.
New tab. New bookmark. All tab. Dismiss.
No, it doesn't
dismiss
even show me there. I guess it just.
Dismiss
We can just
address,
assume that it's
menu,
done.
button,
Let me go and check under the
Hide
page menu.
download,
See if,
manage
oh, yeah.
extension.
Okay, so where they have it is under the page menu on the iPhone. If you tap on that, now look.
Hide distracting items button.
You remember that, but listen here.
Downloads button.
There's the downloads button. I can confirm that it's been downloaded.
More
now, again, that's different than it is on the iPad. On the iPad, it's just right there, front and center by the address and search bar at the top. But it's set up differently on the phone. I don't usually do this on the phone, but praise God, He helped us. We got it figured out. Now, here's the thing: I can also go into my Files app, which we haven't really taught yet, but I can check. And my Files app is on page 2.
Freeform files.
And I can go to Recents just to save time.
Santa Claus.
And I might already be in Recents. Am I?
Santa Claus. Toolbar. Share. Play.
Oh.
Media. Close.
I gotta close
button.
this. Alright, now where am I at here?
Recents. Heading.
Recents.
Search. Dictate. GMT 20252120.
And there it is. So I'm going to 4-finger swipe right to go back to Safari. I'm going to...
Refresh. Voiceover in the app. Voiceover.
Delete this recording now.
Recordings and transcripts button.
Okay.
December ID 1 total 0 play recording edit recording 3 files 100 download copy share add to Zoom delete recording 1 button move this clip to trash delete.
And there we go. It's important we keep up with that so we don't exceed our cloud storage space. But it's a little different than it is on the phone, but we got it. And praise God. So that's how you download a file. You just click on whatever the link is, and then you're going to find the options, and you know how to share this page because that's under the More menu at the bottom. There's a share button. You can, when you share, there are different options for how to share, like not only the usual options that you would expect, but let me just show you this. Because there's some cool
cloud recordings, share recording, voiceover in.
Okay, so a 4-finger tap at the bottom.
Vertical scroll bar, more button.
And that vertical scroll bar, as you know, is another way to move through the page as well. Let's go to More, and then
share button.
I'm going to go to Share and show you.
Safari, image, video conferencing, web conferencing, webinars, screen sharing.
Yeah, because that's the Zoom page we're trying to share, although not really, but.
0 to web options button.
Okay, so there's options. Do you remember options yesterday from the share menu in the Photos app when I said you could choose to include or exclude your location and stuff? Well, options here.
Options heading
is going to let you choose how you share this.
Done button.
When I say how you share it, I mean like what format.
Send as heading.
Send as.
Selected automatic.
Automatic lets it decide what the best option is.
PDF.
Is it going to send it as a PDF?
Web archive.
Web archive.
Automatic will pick the most suitable format for each app or action.
Right. So we're going to just let it on automatic and hit done. Let's look at our share sheet.
Messages, mail, notes.
I'm skipping some, but I want to show you the second part of this.
German, Amazon, more. Grog, more, copy, button, add to bookmarks, button, add to reading list, button, more, button.
And that's another way you can add it to bookmarks. You don't have to go through that, but it's another way. Now notice there's a more button, and I expect there to be a lot more options here. All I saw in that second section, I'm not talking about, the people and messages and mail and stuff, but this really third section, I should say. All I saw was add to bookmarks, add to reading list, and copy. I know there's got to be other stuff. There should be a print option. There should be add to home screen. Where is it? Well, it's under this More button.
Add to More, but copy. Add bookmark to.
Now button. Let's look.
Add to bookmarks. Add to reading list. Add bookmark to. Button. Add to favorites. Button. Add to quick note. Button. Find on page. Button. Add to home screen. Button. Markup. Button. Print. Button. Find products on Amazon. Describe with Be My Eyes. Search products on Walmart. Print. Button. Search on Google. But download file. But edit actions.
Look at all those options now.
Actions.
So there's so many cool things there.
Workplace.
Add to home screen, we'll add it as an icon on your home screen alongside of all of your other apps. You can put it in folders, whatever, in a folder. And then notice why do I have 2 print buttons there? Well, because one uses the Apple AirPrint interface and one would use my Canon print app, which I have installed. So I would normally just use the Apple AirPrint, but the Canon print app may offer, some additional features in some situations. So they have both of them there. So what you see there is going to depend on what apps you have installed or if you've enabled shortcuts, different things like that. But basically, that's going to complete our tour for today. Now, I will tell you that tomorrow, this is what you can expect. We are going to do 2 things tomorrow. The main thing we're going to do tomorrow is to have an experience lab on Safari. So get ready. If you want to come in on a separate device so that you can really focus on it, that's fine. If not, you can still use the same device, but be prepared to try some fun things with Safari tomorrow. The other thing I'm going to try to do is to come up with a page where I can demonstrate more autofill stuff for you. I think I demonstrated what I would consider to be the most important thing, but there are other things that you might find even more important in some situations, like you have this whole long form, first name, middle initial, last name, home address, phone number, alternate phone number, email, all these things. And you say, do I really have to type all of this? No. You can have it autofill your contact information for you, autofill credit card. You can work with CAPTCHAs. Many times, as an iCloud user, your CAPTCHAs will automatically be verified and you won't even have to solve them. Or if you do, you can use the audio. I'd like to find a place to show you that for tomorrow. So I'm going to be thinking and praying about that, about what I can use there to show you. But then we're going to do the experience lab tomorrow. So I'm going to take your questions here.
Thanks for joining today's session. Didn't get your question answered? Have an additional comment or feedback? Email us info@ttjtech.biz or info@stiritup.com. And remember, stir is spelled with a U. That's STURITUP.com. Or check out our websites for additional resources. That's ttjtech.biz or stiritup.com. And remember, subscribe to the newsletter when you're there. That way, you don't miss out on any upcoming announcements or events. Thanks for joining us. God bless, and see you next time.